Good morning, everybody. How are you on a beautiful Colorado day? The sun is finally shining. Amen to that. It's Todd Moyer, head of marketing, and we are going to take you through the brand new area and market reports that we have just recently rolled out as a part of the AVP. It's included in your AVP. It's a $49 expense per month per agent to the company, but we decided because the value of it was so tremendous that we wanted to include it in your AVP. So it's called the Area and Market Reports. And as you all know, we have been delivering for some time the monthly AVPs that go out, whether it's the Night at the Rockies, Night at the Sky Sox, whether it's the various sweepstakes that we offer, a meaningful reason to reach out to your people that is completely unrelated to real estate. It gives you the meaningful reason or a purposeful reason to pick up the phone and talk about anything other than real estate. And that's what the AVP is designed to do. However, we've heard you loud and clear, and many of you have asked time and time again, can we have something that is real estate related? So data-driven, market-driven, and good, solid statistics that you can send out to your people. So as a result, you've asked, we've responded, and now I'm proud to introduce to you the Area and Market Reports, which I am going to take you through right now, step by step, how you would set this up. Okay. So if you have your computer and you're in front of your computer, you might be able to follow if you're watching this live. Otherwise, we are taping this, and you can reference that at a later time and walk through it step by step. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to your CB agent info or some of the other various sites. So you'll see it here on the screen, and what I need you to do is find the market report button. You'll see that right here. It says market report. It may be in a different spot on your screen, which is fine, but look for the market report button. Okay, it's a single sign-on, so you should be able to log right into the market report the first time. However, there is a chance, if it's your first time in, it may ask you for your username and password to the gateway. Okay, there's a chance that may happen. If it does, just enter the same username and password that you did to get into the gateway, and then from there, you'll never have to do it again. Okay, all right, so now here we are at the market reports. Okay, and the first thing I want you to do is go to the upper right column, or corner, that is, and we're going to set up your profile. Okay, so the upper right corner, set up your profile. Click on Profile in the drop-down. Okay, everybody following me here. Your first name and last name comes in from a Trident feed. Okay, so that's going to be grayed out. However, if you want to change that, enter your preferred name, however you want it to appear in your signature line in the market reports. Okay, so your preferred name, enter it here. Whatever your title is, whatever broker associate, etc., etc. Your phone number. There's a chance that your business phone number may come into the system. If it's grayed out, you can't change it. You cannot change it, so you would want to put it in this next field, as well as your cell phone number and whatever your preferred email address is as well. Okay, so there's a chance whatever your preferred email address is in the system. If it's grayed out and you want to use your real email address, by all means, type it in the field that says preferred email, as well as your website and so on. Okay, where it says your license number, disregard that. That has to do with California, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we're going to scroll down, upper right corner, always click on save. Keep saving over and over as we go through this. And then what we want to do, you're not going to have a photo in here at this time. Mine is here just because I've already done so, but you're going to click on Attach File. Okay, so you're going to click on Attach File, and you're going to find your photo somewhere on your hard drive, and from there, you are going to then attach the file. Okay, So I am having issues with getting back to that last screen. Do we know how to get me back to my last screen? I opened the file and I don't know how. Oh, maybe I click on cancel. Okay, there you go. So disregard that little moment. So you're good there. So attach the file on your hard drive, and then you could always crop it or edit it however you want. Okay, click on save. Make sure you continue to save after every time you do anything there. I'm going to scroll down, okay, to your social media. See, these are your little social media links or buttons that are going to appear in your signature block of these reports, okay? And then what I'd like you to do, if you have your own Twitter account, certainly put in your Twitter account. You can use the Coldwell Banker one if you like. I'm not going to state what that is here. Well, it's twitter.com/Coldwell Bank, BANKR. CO, right? I think it's CO. And so that's what the Twitter is if you want to use that. You can use your LinkedIn, your Facebook, all your social media links if you want. You can use our company blog, coloradohomestyle.com. You can use our company Pinterest, pinterest.com/CB Colorado. Might be helpful. That way you don't have to worry about managing a Pinterest account. We do not have Instagram currently. So don't try to look for that. It's not available. So as you enter all your social media sites here, click on save. And then what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down, okay? And this is the preview layout for this report. So there are a number of different templates or layouts that you can choose from. I happen to have, I believe, a fancy looking backyard. So I'm going to click on preview. And it should generate the report, and you'll see the header here. And when it opens up the report, you'll be able to see all the various things that we've been just working on. Actually, you won't right now, but when we preview the report, here are the different templates or layouts that you can choose. I have the nice backyard, gives it a nice springy look, but here are the different photographs currently in the system that you could choose or may want to select that's specific to your likings and how you want your header to look in the newsletter, okay? So there are a number of different ones. Again, click on preview layout, and that is what we are trying to attempt there with the header, okay? As I scroll down, okay, now these are all the various forms of text that are currently in the system. We've already wrote it for you. You can certainly yes, thank you for the water. I'm getting a dry throat here. Thank you, thank you. You can certainly edit them if you like. I would recommend that you don't mess with the character count because we've done tests and we've studied it so it looks just fine in the report. Now, if you want to add or tweak or personalize it ever so slightly, feel free. But try to keep at the 550, the 438, so on and so forth. If you start going over that, then it's going to start encroaching in the area of the various reports, okay? So we have the area report, the initial intro, the follow-up report, the initial intro, so on and so forth. I'll show you what all that looks like here shortly, okay? And then what we're going to do, I'm going to skip over the reality checks because even though that's a feature you can play with, it's not something that I want to go over at this time. Okay, so all your changes, make your changes, go ahead and click on save, and those will hold as such. Okay, you're certainly welcome to click on any of the tabs here. They just jump you right to the specific areas. All right, so that is your profile. All right, so your profile is all set up, looking spiffy. And now what I want you to do, particularly if you're a first-time user in here, I want you to go to Contacts and click on the Contacts over on the left-hand side, okay? And we are going to generate new contacts as it processes. All right, so here are if you're a first-time user, it's going to be all, this is going to be blank. There's not going to be any contacts. I've already created contacts here, obviously. But what I want you to do next is we're going to create a contact. I want you to set yourself up as your own contact, okay? Because the reason I want you to do that is because I want you to start sending reports to yourself for a couple days or weeks or whatever before you actually start sending them live to your clients. Okay, and the reason being is that you're going to want to start seeing how these reports come in before, again, they go out live to your people. Okay, so click on New. We're going to click on the New tab, and from here, you're going to type in a first name. Okay, so I'm going to type in Katrina. Okay, and DABBGEBACCO. Okay, there we go. And you have the ability to edit this here. So this is how the report is going to appear, your salutation. So you probably don't want to have it the first and last name. So if you click on this, this is kind of how it's going to appear in the salutation. Okay, everyone good there? So you can edit that. It's going to autofill with the first and last name, but you'll want to make sure that you edit it down so it's a more, I guess, informal salutation on the report itself. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add your email address. Okay, so add your email address, and we'll get Katrina all set up here as a contact in my list. All right, and then from here, you're welcome to add any other fields if you want, but really to keep it simple, just put in the first, last, and email address. Okay, click on Save and Close. Okay, save and close. The record was created. You'll see it sitting here, and you should be good to go. Okay, so that we've created a contact. So we went over, we updated your profile, and then we created a contact, and now we're going to go to the fun stuff. We're going to create a market report. Okay, everybody good there? So I clicked on market report, and you're a first-time user, so you're not going to see anything. I have a bunch of reports already set up in the system. What I want you to do is click on New. Okay, so we're in market report. You're going to click on New. Okay, and then what I want you to do is name the report. So in this case, it's going to be probably test, or I'm going to say Katrina dash test. So you're going to put your name dash test. That way you know this is the test report that you have created. Okay, and then I'm going to click on Browse next to the contact. I'm going to click on Browse. Okay, follow me here. I'm going to go find Katrina, and then I'm going to click on OK. Radial button, OK, and Katrina will appear there. Okay. The other thing I want you to do, you can set it up whether it's every week, every 2 weeks, whatever the case may be. But for this case, in this case, I want you to set it up every day. So that way, starting tomorrow, you're going to start receiving reports every day as a report, or as a repeating report. That way, immediately you can start seeing how these reports come through. Okay, you can decide whether you want a consumer type, whether it's a buyer or a seller. Probably, most likely, a buyer. And the other thing is, I want you to be mindful in who you enter into this system. Okay, do not go to New Panda and take all your contacts out of New Panda and upload them into the system. Do not go to Top Producer or wherever you have all your contacts and upload them into the system. That is not what this reporting is about. This is about cherry picking your contacts that you're working with, your clients that you're working with, that you want to really provide good, solid information and data. Okay, so do not upload or mass upload your contact list, but instead enter contacts as you go. Okay, so that's just a little sidebar note on that. You can decide how far back you want to pull listings that have been off the market. So you can go as far back as 180 days or 30 days. I'm going to just put 30 days. The other thing that you're going to want to do in the real live reporting that you create is you're going to want to always make sure copy agent on report is selected to yes. Right now it defaults to no. I'm going to get with the programmers and recommend that it defaults to yes. primarily because in every case we want our agents to receive this report at the same time that their clients are receiving it. So rather than go through the extra step of selecting yes, I think it should just be the default. Okay. All right. So that is where we're at currently. Let me just check here. What's this? Oh, this is pretty cool too. So what you're going to want to do is name this report. So in this case, I'm going to say Bonnie Bray. So we are selecting or creating a report for Bonnie Bray, and here's the name of the report that we're generating. Okay, and it will be a part of the headline as you see here. Okay, subject line, you can certainly edit this. This is how it will appear in the subject line when it arrives in the email, and so on. This is pretty cool too because you can have a quick little description or introduction. So I'm going to put in here, you are receiving this report on a weekly basis, compliments of me. Feel free to click on the various buttons and tabs throughout for more information. Okay, so when you click on save, that will be just right underneath your photo. Okay, all right. So now what I want to do is we're going to scroll back up. Okay, we're going to scroll back up to the search criteria, and we're going to click on edit. Okay, so I'm clicking on edit, and it's going to generate a new tab that allows you to search by address, by MLS number. So you can rifle it right down to by address, by MLS number, and then you can select other additional criteria, whether it's the closed price, the sold price, whether it's active under contract. Here are all the various detail information that you can pull specific to this search. Okay, beds, baths, square foot, etc. So this is going to be pulling listings based on the specific criteria. And again, you can search by address or MLS. Okay, you can go as far out as 25-mile radius and so on. Okay, in this case, you're going to probably want to go, being that this is an area or a market report, you're probably going to want to go, say, 5 to 10 miles out, depending on how far out you want to pull this data on. Okay, or a quarter mile or so. All right, so that is how you would search by address. But I think it's really cool the fact that you're able to search by map, and this is where it gets fun. Now, it will generate a report for you. Okay, and from here, you're going to go to the map, and you're going to decide whether you want to search by rectangle, circle, or a polygon. The nice thing about a polygon is that you can literally drag and draw where you want to hone in on. Okay, same holds true for the circle and so forth, but in this case, I'm going to do a polygon that is a triangle. Okay, and I'm going to call this the Katrina triangle. How's that? You like that? All right. So when I click on OK, in a matter of seconds, it's going to start pulling data in on that specific area. Okay, and you'll be able to see the various number of listings that are currently being pulled specifically on this area, and you can hone in, and you can even zoom in, and you could even reset it, so you could fine-tune it down to a more specific market area, if you will. Now, if you want to,
Todd, I hate to interrupt, but I do have a question for you on the contacts.
Absolutely.
Are you able to import contacts from Top Producer instead of adding them one at a time?
Yeah, so good question. I answered that earlier, but you're certainly welcome to add them one at a time from Top Producer or New Panda or whatever area you have. but I would highly recommend that you do not upload your entire contact list from whatever source into this. Okay, it's best to cherry pick the specific clients that you want to send these individual reports to, because these are really custom reports. Now, if you're able to, or if you have the ability to go in, or you have the desire, I guess you could say, to go in and generate a broader report that is going to, and let's just assume that your clients or your sphere, right, are all living in a farm area, then you can certainly create a farm list and then generate a report and send that to your farm list from there, okay? But assuming that you have all your contacts in Top Producer, and maybe you have different contact lists in Top Producer specific to a specific area or a specific farm that you want to send this report to, or you could customize it and create your own list. So I guess the answer is you could, by all means, you could upload different lists into the system and have these reports go out to specific lists. But again, I would highly recommend that you do not take that entire list and upload it into this, because again, these are very highly customizable and individual type reports. Okay, good question. All right, so with that, if you click on this little double arrow drop down, it gives you the ability to really, again, fine tune your search criteria. Okay. So you're welcome to go in and fine-tune it even further based on what the data has already pulled. Okay, everybody good there? Whoops, I shouldn't have done that. Let me just go back into my search. I'm just going to do a quick polygon, or no, actual rectangle. Okay, so what you need to do is just go in and click on that. And then it's just going to be test Littleton for the sake of time on this. And then I'm going to click on OK. I'm going to click on OK, and it's going to generate the report. Here's all the data that pulls in. And then from here, the information is sitting in the search criteria field. Okay. The next thing I want you to do is click on Preview. Okay. So this is where we're now going to preview the report. I believe it's going to process it for a moment or two. And then all the information that we just set up, here's the header, okay, this is the layout. So in that drop down that we showed you earlier, this is the layout, there's the photo that we selected, the backyard, nice patio area. Here is all the information, the name, the contact information. Here's your social media little links and buttons that would go to your various social media sites. Okay, so that's where we did that in the field. Here's the little report introduction that I entered in the one field. Here's the various fields that are already set for you that you can certainly customize, but I would not go beyond those character counts, as I said here. If you start expanding on those character counts, and this will continue to get more wordy, and I don't think you want to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to scroll down, and it says 35 new property listings in the last 30 days, 23 recent sold, and this is where the data gets really cool. Okay, so with the matter of a few clicks of your mouse, as I demoed it just moments ago, here's all the data that is being pulled into this amazing report that you can send out, and it's highly customizable again, right? These are entirely customizable. That is why I don't think you want to send these out mass blasts to your entire list, because in many cases it's going to be, for some, it's going to be completely irrelevant. But you can generate a farm list and hone in a specific farm and then email from there. Okay, everybody good there? So here's all the sold data. Here's the current for sale data. Here are the properties that are for sale currently in the marketplace. And I believe if I scroll further down, we should get into the solds. Yep, so here are all the solds that are available in that marketplace. And then as a recipient, a consumer that would receive this, a client that would receive this, you can click on any one of these and get multiple photos. Okay, comes right in, multiple photos. You can also get a satellite view, a map satellite view of where that exact property is, which is pretty cool. And again, this is all inside the report. That it took a matter of 3 to 5 minutes to generate this report for you to send out to your clients. Okay, so right now we're in the preview section. Okay, here's something else that's really cool. All right, you can take this hyperlink. All right, see this hyperlink here, copy and paste it. And you can paste it into your social media environment. So whether it's on Facebook or whether it's in LinkedIn or Twitter, whatever the case may be, you can take this exact report and put it right into your social media. How are we doing? Are we doing okay? Everything is just peachy. I'm getting the thumbs up from my tech behind the scenes. All right, so that's how you would copy and paste that link into your social media environment and make it available to your people as well, in addition to sending it out. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to save and send. And it's going to say this may take a little bit. Sometimes it takes 5 minutes. Sometimes it can take upwards of 10 to 15 minutes for the report to generate and send. Now, once we've gone in here, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to click on Report Preview. Okay, Report Preview. And here it is, the report that we've already sent. You can resend it again as often as you like. And you can regenerate it and send it to somebody else if you like. Okay, so that is how you generate a market report. Pretty cool, don't you think? Any questions? Any questions out there? No questions? Okay. All right. So the area report, very similar to the market report. And I don't know if I'm going to go step by step because in a lot of ways it's very similar. But if you click on Create Area Report, this actually enables you to hone in on a specific area. Okay, so same here. Click on New, and then you'll name the report. So this is going to be a specific area. Let's say I'm just going to say Highlands Ranch. What's an area in Highlands Ranch? Kentley Hills. Okay. So we are going to be selecting a Kentley Hills area. So I'm going to click on Contact. I'm going to click on Katrina, so she's going to get this report. I am going to click on Browse the Market Areas. Okay. In this case, it's pulling up the county. So I'm going to go find Douglas County. I think I'm going to find Douglas County. Let's see. How about I just do a search? And I'm going to search. I guess it's taking me back to the list of counties. So I don't think you can actually search. If you can, awesome. But I am going to just click through to go find Douglas County for the sake of time, because that is where this report or this area is that I want to hone in on. And give me a Douglas County. I'm not seeing a Douglas County. Well, in the event that Douglas County would be in this list, I would be able to select that. So it must be a, let's see. It's going to let me search by Highlands Ranch, perhaps. Yeah, there it is in Douglas County. So what I had to do is just go in and select the city and then click on Douglas County, and now we are going to hone in on a specific area. Okay, and then you'll certainly want to copy yourself. Okay, because we are again creating this area report for yourself, so you're going to want to make sure that you're copying yourself, and we will generate the area report specific to Highlands Ranch. Here's the nice looking area report. Here's the copy that's already sitting there boilerplated in, and then here's some great market summary data. And it was a matter of just literally clicking on a few tabs, a few buttons, and here comes the area report and graphs and unbelievable information that you can be the expert in sending to your specific client list. Or now this is kind of interesting because you could easily, if your farm happens to be in the Highlands Ranch area, let's say, or whatever area you want to select, this would be a good way to stay in touch with a specific farm. Okay, the area report versus the market report. Okay, so now I'm going to click on Save and Send, and it's going to process the report, and we should be good to go. Okay, so here's the area report I created as well as the market report. Okay, so the quarterly report is not quite live yet. We will send you an email and communicate with you when our quarterly report is available. But that is going to be super cool as well because it will generate a flip book of an entire market area, and it can also be printed with your information at a color productive or a professional printer, and it literally will be a book that you can order and have printed or send to your clients as a flip book that they would literally flip through with their mouse. So more to come on that. Stay tuned, and I'll let you know when that is available. Okay. The other thing that you can do is you can, after you send out any of your reports, you can go in and literally take a look at who has done what over the course of time for each of your reports. So basically the prospector tracker or the analytics behind the scenes. Okay, so that is the area and market reports now available to you to take full advantage of. Again, I would recommend you set yourself up as a contact and then go in and start kind of playing around with this because it is pretty impressive. The other thing I want to share with you is that you're welcome to go into the report and tutorials, and we have PDFs that you can print off and follow step by step. And then we're in the process right now of updating videos. So we'll have videos here as well for you to follow step by step. And again, I went to the dashboard, I went to report tutorials, which you can follow. Okay, so that is the area market report. Do we have any questions?
We do. Okay, question number one. How do you send the reports to a specific condo complex?
Good question. So that would be in the area report. Okay, so you're going to generate an area report, and you can specifically go in as we did earlier, and I'm going to set it up where, actually, you know what, this is going to be this is going to be pulling the report for specific condo areas. Okay, this would not necessarily be sending it to that condo. You would certainly need to gain access to each person's email address, or you can certainly generate the report and print it off and then hand deliver it to each person or resident in that condo. Okay, but here, for example, you can pull the report specific to condos in this area, and so on. Okay, so you cannot necessarily send it straight to that condo complex, but you can generate the report based on condos in a certain area. It will generate the graphs and so on. You can go in and you can certainly print these. Okay, print PDF for a print preview. You could also share it on social media, but you can generate it specific to condos, and then you could even hone in on a certain condo area if you know what the address is, and then generate that report, and then send it however you like or print it off however you like. Does that answer the question?
That sure does, and you actually kind of touched on another question that was asked, which is how do you print the area report?
Oh yeah, all the reports, all of them have it where you can go in, generate the report, and then they all have the print preview or print option in the actual report. Okay, so as I generate this report, there is a print preview tab. It generates the print, and then what you would do is right mouse click and print that report. Okay, that's how you print it.
And one other question so far, and this goes back to contacts. Can the contacts be saved in specific categories so that you can search an area and have the report go to everyone in that area?
Ooh, good question. And I think you may have stumped me on that one. Do you know offhand?
No, I don't know the answer to that one. We can check that one out though.
You got me. Nice one. You did that one.
We need to start having prizes for the stumping questions.
Again, this is this is super new to us as well, and we're learning as we go. And some of these things that come up, if it is currently not available, that's something that we can go back to the programmers on and see if they'd be willing to develop that for us. So, unfortunately, I can't answer that question, but can you make a note of that, and then we can get back to them, or how does that work normally? Okay, something like that. All right. Any other questions? Was this helpful? I hope it worked out well, and it's for you to use and take advantage of, and it really positions you as the authority in real estate. So you have the AVP pieces that go out that are completely real estate related. Gives you the opportunity to have a meaningful reason to reach out to your people on a monthly basis. Now this allows you to be the force in the marketplace and deliver good, solid data with a few clicks of a button. All right, thanks everyone.